Well, we managed to hit 1,000 subscribers in about a month, which is honestly kind of mind-blowing. I never really expected to get to this point at all with this channel. This whole channel was originally intended to just be a dumping ground of visual art that I made. That's pretty much how we got all three of the major videos on the channel: the worst weapon, the sniper rebalance, and then the how to never die video. It's just kind of art that I wanted to make, and then I put it out there, and people seem to enjoy it, and I like that. Anyway, for the 1,000 subscriber special, I put out a little thing asking if people had any questions for me, so I'm going to go ahead and answer those questions for you all right now. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Well, you see, this one's actually pretty easy. About as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. There's my thoughts. Laying it out there for you. If one of the TF2 Mercs were added into Smash Bros, who would you pick? My first thought was basically just the heavy. Already in game, he just fights with his fists, so it wouldn't be that different from what he does now. Plus, you could just kind of swap him out for pretty much any of the other larger sized characters, and there wouldn't be too much of a difference. I think it would work quite well, actually. Do you plan on starting a Discord server / doing stuff with or around your community? This one I answered in the comments, but I'll answer it here as well. I actually already have a Discord, and I have community pages set up already. All of these have been in the description of each of my videos, but I haven't really advertised them since, again, I didn't really plan for this to take off at all. I just wanted a space to be available there if people enjoyed my art and wanted a place to discuss it. So, down in the description of every video, including this one, we have my Discord, my Lemmy community, and my Mastodon account, which admittedly I don't post to enough, but it has 0 followers anyway. But yeah, go check those out. I do plan on running events. We'll get to that later though, because I know the other questions. How does it feel to be able to append famous, again, Maven famous, to your tag on Discord? I believe now you've unlocked the ability to do so. So for those of you that don't know, my name is Maven Famous. This originally started as an inside joke, but it slowly took off from there. At this point, Maven Famous is my name on everything from Discord to dating apps. So I'm pretty well known for Maven Famous, specifically being my name. My good friend Michaelele is simply joking about how I now have a arguably successful YouTube channel to add on to that list of credentials, I guess. This one has 2 questions, so we're gonna break them down. First, what inspired your art style / editing? Like I said at the beginning, this whole thing is an art project. All of it is just me being like, hey, that looks pretty, and then I put it together. Specifically, this channel and the whole scrapbook name and all of the gritty nature of it was inspired by my digital art that I do on top of this. I like to make things controlled messy. I think art looks good when it's not perfect, when things aren't machine calculated. I like it. It's nice, it's real, it feels human, and in this case, I wanted my videos to feel human as well. Of course, obviously the art style and the editing, but just in general, I want every video to feel like it comes from me, a person. I want everything to be a video that only I specifically could make. Name any other TF2 channel that could make a video about TF2 weapons, and then it turns out the bad guy is French philosophy. I don't think you can find someone, and if you do, let me know. I'd be really interested in watching, actually. But yeah, I could ramble forever about art, and I definitely have already in my Discord with the 5 other people that are there. If you have specific questions, leave them there, but in general, I want to make art that not only I find visually appealing, but that only I could ever make. It's all very personal, it's all very, me, I guess. Everything is so incredibly tied to myself, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Aside from TF2, what games do you like playing? Would you consider making videos about them? So TF2 is definitely the game I have the most amount of hours in. That's why I kind of dedicated a large amount of my content creation time specifically to the game. However, it is definitely not the only game I play. Recently, I really enjoyed Greedfall. I've been playing an absurd amount of Balatro. I like a lot of cozy little games. In general, I would be down to make videos about other games. It's just that TF2 has such a pre-established community as well as pre-established like assets and stuff for Blender. Everything I make is in Blender, and so having easy access to the His Animations TF2 trifecta and all of the game's assets that have been ported over and so on and so forth gives me a running start that I wouldn't have with a lot of other content. That doesn't mean that I won't eventually want to make it or expand on other topics outside of TF2. Like, obviously, my mind is not simply focused on the game, or else none of the previous videos would have existed. However, it does give me a running start that I can use as basically just as a starting point. TF2 is a solid starting point for a lot of topics I want to discuss, and so it just kind of works out. I would be very much down to making content on other games, but I feel like a lot of the games that I played don't have nearly the amount of substance, community, backstory, or predetermined lore that TF2 has. So we'll see. Again, this channel is just a personal art project, so who knows how I'm going to feel about content in the future. Finally, what are your plans on doing events with your subscribers, and what are your plans and goals for the channel? I've already touched on my plans and goals for the channel. I just want to make things and put them out there, and if other people like it, that's it. I don't plan on making money. I don't plan on getting big. I don't plan on appending famous to my name for realsies this time. I want to make art, and that is my primary focus. I want to be able to connect with people. I want to be able to give people emotions and make them feel things that maybe they've felt before, and they connect to it, and I want to relate to people, and I want to make art. I want to be an artist. That's my goal. That's it for that one. As for events, this is actually the second time that events and stuff have popped up and doing things with the community. And I have plenty of ideas. My history is actually editing for RGL and their YouTube channel. If you ever saw that video where somebody just goes through and names random callouts that they heard and they said the word house over and over and over again, that was me. I did that. It was a silly little shit post, but it kind of exploded and went viral. Anyway, yeah, so I have a lot of experience creating videos, and I've worked around a lot of events. I've hosted game shows. I've edited like larger projects and so on and so forth. I have a long history with editing and event style stuff. So I would be very interested in hosting events. I'm working on a rocket jumping based event with a rocket jump mapper named Cloud. So we'll see how that goes. Get excited, maybe. I'm working on reviving an old series idea that I had, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of stuff in my brain, and I want to be able to get it out there. Because yeah, again, to reiterate, to beat this dead horse, this whole thing is specifically just, I want to put out things that I enjoy, and I hope you enjoy it as well. I won't be trend chasing, I won't be uncovering the latest Valve news, I won't be doing any of that. I'm just going to make content that I enjoy, and hopefully you like watching it. Cool. Well, that's the last question. If you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comments, or you can join the Discord and we can get into long, rambling conversations directly. I love to discuss things with people, and I would love to further my understanding of the world, and hopefully we grow each other. So yeah, join us. It's probably going to be the last time I ever plug. Please don't unsubscribe.